Well, truth be told, my focus was on reading medicine specifically when I was in senior high school. But deeper regarding that of the Erasmus scholarship, with that of like the funds they give to students, they don't really expect students to work extra to be able to earn other sums of money, because generally, let me say in my program we were given like €1,000 as a stipend per month.
Can you still go deeper about the scholarship? I know certainly people are watching us out there that they would be really interested to apply for that scholarship. Hello viewers, today I've got a special guest in the house, and without wasting much time, I'll open the floor for him to introduce himself to my viewers. You're welcome to my channel.
Yeah.
And would you want to introduce yourself to my viewers, please?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Joseph. I see this as really a very great opportunity for me to share that of my experience, basically introducing my background and myself to you as well as your viewers. So hi everyone, my name is Daniel Chineboa Animedu, born and bred in Ghana, where actually from my childhood I attended Pamford and Georgina School, and it was through my childhood all the way to junior high school. After I was done with junior high school, where like students are supposed to write a general exams, that's basic education certificate examination. After that exams, I was able to obtain admission or gain admission to Osei to senior high school, where I read general science. And reading that of general science, some of the electives, or let me say the electives courses, included physics, chemistry, biology, and elective mathematics. Yeah, thank you very much.
Wow, that's great. So which of these subject was your favorite, and did it increase your passion towards reading a specific program in the near future?
Oh yes, thank you very much for the question asked once again. Actually, right from year one, or let me say right from first year to be specific, I loved biology as a course on its own, and also elective mathematics as a course. And the more reason why I loved biology was the mere fact that I was really learning new terminologies from that of what the biology books. It was so fun for me, and I could easily grasp that of like the new terminologies from that of what the biology books. And truth be told, I'm a lover of mathematics, so elective mathematics was actually like one of the favorites, or yeah, one of the courses I also loved reading. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So it was because of the terminologies you were uncovering that was
exactly the point.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Well, when I was in secondary school, I quite remember I used to like chemistry and biology.
Oh, okay. That's
no
great.
Physics and e-math, I didn't even want to go near it.
Wow, I see. Actually, with time, I began developing an interest in physics and also chemistry, to be specific. For physics, I developed a very good interest for physics when I got to understand like the basic concepts, the core concepts of physics. Yeah, so for physics with time, I really developed a very great interest. Actually, I didn't like chemistry at all, but let me say I really gained interest in chemistry because of the tutors who handled the courses. They really did extremely a very great job.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah.
Do you remember that teacher's name?
It's really been a while, but then no. I'm sure for now I might have forgotten, but yeah, certainly. Yeah, when I remember, I'll tell you.
Yeah, no worries. So, when you completed senior high school,
yeah,
did you apply to the university straight away, or did you do anything to bridge the gap? Sorry, between completing the senior high school and then attending the university for the first year?
Okay, so I would actually say lucky me, because right after senior high school, I also gained admission at the university of Ghana Biomedical Engineering Department. So I wouldn't really say after senior high school I spent some time in the house before going to uni. I actually entered uni that same year. So I didn't really do anything proud to that. Yeah, I would actually say, yeah, lucky me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. So you applied straight away and then got biomedical science in the University of Ghana.
Yeah, biomedical engineering. Yeah.
Biomedical engineering.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was it like for the 4 years as a biomedical engineering student at the University of Ghana? Can you tell me like your year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, how the whole program is structured? Just so somebody is watching us and want to do that as a program that he's passionate about, he know how to go about it.
Okay. Well, truth be told, my focus was on reading medicine specifically when I was in senior high school. But once I saw biomedical engineering, I was like, okay, fine. Biomedical engineering could actually be a bridge between that of, engineering and also what healthcare or medicine. So having obtained or had that offer from the University of Ghana, I was so pleased and passionate about reading it, because in my mind I actually researched about biomedical engineering and I realized that under biomedical engineering we are specifically bridging the gap between engineering and medicine. Isn't it very fascinating that we can actually see prostheses all around, people who are amputated, for them to be able to get these kind of prostheses and also be able to do their daily activities. It was very interesting, to be very honest. So let me say in year 1, my experience in year 1 was good, because in year 1 we were exposed to most of the basic concepts in engineering, and as at that time we were actually taking courses with all the engineering departments, like computer engineering students, food processing engineering students, agric engineering students, material engineering students, and also we biomedical engineering students. So basically year 1 was all about the core concepts in engineering. Yeah, we were actually introducing us to engineering. When we moved to year 2, year 2 too was more or less like a step towards delving deeper into that of our electives. But even though we had not really delved deeper into that of our electives, but yeah, I would actually say year 2 was also a build up on year 1's studies. It was in year 3 that we all branched to our specific electives, where under biomedical engineering I actually enrolled and excelled in some courses like biomaterials, bioinstrumentation, and biomechanics. Yeah, those were some of the interesting electives I enrolled and excelled in. And then moving on to year 4, I read courses like medical imaging, and the likes. So I would say my experience in year 3, year 4, because of the COVID breakdown, we had to actually stay in the house and do some of the courses, and that really made me build some form of proficiency, especially when it came to me being able to work on some software designs for even some of our projects. So I would really say my experience entirely has really been very great. Yeah, and I really love biomedical engineering personally as a student. Yeah.
Wow, it's your journey is amazing, up to this far, but it's also a little bit sad that COVID-19 had an impact on your journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry about that aspect. So in year 4, did you? So if I understand correctly, in year 3, then you had to branch to a specific field out of the biomedical engineering that you wanted to. Is my understanding correct?
Okay, so like I mentioned, basically in year 1 and year 2, generally all the, let me say, engineering departments, we read like same courses, even if not similar. But in year 3, we are all focusing on our specific niches. Like, okay, for biomedical engineering students, you actually be focusing biomedical engineering, and for materials they will be focusing on materials. And under I'm like biomedical engineering as like an umbrella thing, we are having some kind of what electives under biomedical engineering. Some of the electives include biomaterials, bioinstrumentation, biomechanics, medical imaging. So yeah, let me say, I didn't really specialize, but I mean like we were now introduced to the core concept of what biomedical engineering in year 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So can you tell me a little bit about your final year, which is year 4?
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, so for year 4, normally what happens is we the students, we actually form groups or teams of 5 and engage in a capstone project. Yeah, that's a final year project. So in year 4, I happen to have worked with Professor Samuel Kojokofi, at the University of Ghana, where I worked on BUDB, that's Borrelia ulcer Drug Discovery Database. So in that year specifically, we had to actually curate data that was specifically used for discovering a specific let me say drug to be able to combat Borrelia ulcer. So year 4, in as much as we took some courses, we also engaged in like a capstone project, which I would say it was fun because it made me build on that of my skills and also obtain some form of proficiency and competencies. Yeah, so I would say in year 4 it was really a very great journey. Apart from the courses, the capstone project also what prepared us for the outside world. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So finally you've completed the year 4 as well.
Yes.
Did you, that was the degree, isn't it?
Yeah, that was the bachelor's degree. Yeah.
Did you do anything to break the gap between getting the master's, or straightforward you went ahead to do the master's as well?
Okay, so I would actually say after my bachelor's degree, in Ghana, we are actually supposed to serve that of the country or the nation for a year. So I did that of my mandatory national service for 1 year. And right after that of my mandatory national service, I happened to have chanced on a scholarship, that's an Erasmus Mundus scholarship that was specifically in medical imaging and its applications. So let me say right after my national service, I also traveled abroad to read that of my master's. Yeah.
Wow, with a scholarship.
Yeah, with a scholarship.
Oh, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, right?
So can you tell me more about where you did your master's? How many years was it? I know basically, but I mean then your experience throughout the master's in that specific country that you did it.
Oh, okay. So I would actually say my master's actually lasted for 2 years. And I started with that of my first semester in France. Yeah, given the fact that it's an Erasmus Mundus World scholarship, it's being sponsored by the European Union. And basically what happens is for each and every term, which lasts for 6 months within a year, you are supposed to spend like a term in one country. So my first term was in France. That's year 1 first term, which was in France. And in France, I was exposed to the basics principles of medical imaging, where I learned most of the imaging modalities, including magnetic resonance imaging, ultrasound, CT scan. Yeah, I did most of let me say the medical imaging modalities. And then in first year, that is second term, I moved to France. So in France too, I was exposed to machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, where we were actually applying these, let me say, skill sets to that of medical imaging data sets. So yeah, primarily in Italy, that's my second semester in year 1. Yeah, I was exposed to machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, which was really very great. And that of my second year first semester, which was also in Spain. In Spain, we branched into like the specifics, yeah, in medical imaging. So this time around, we were focusing on courses like segmentation, classification, registration, yeah, among the rest. And that of my last semester, my second year, second semester, that was my master's project. I happened to also do it in London, that's King's College London, yeah. And my focus was basically on segmentation task, yeah. So I would say my journey so far as a master's student has really been great, considering I really happened to get that of what the Erasmus scholarship. And having had the Erasmus scholarship, I also toured in what 4 different countries, starting from France, moving all the way to Italy, followed by Spain, and also to England. So yeah, my master's experience has really been, like a taste of different cultures, as well as an exposure to different what lecturers. Yeah, so yeah, basically, yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. That's so amazing. That's so amazing. So, you've had a chance to go on a tour for a lot of
Exactly.
countries,
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah. During all this period, whilst you were studying, did you have the chance to do any side job as well? Because probably, though the scholarship is doing much, but then you may be needing some kind of support. Did you do any side job um, for that, or were you sponsored by maybe family or family and friends as well?
Oh, okay. So, delving deeper regarding that of the Erasmus scholarship, with that of like the funds they give to students, they don't really expect students to work extra to be able to earn other sums of money, because generally, let me say in my program we were given like €1,000 as a stipend per month. So regarding like that amount of money given, I used some for my accommodation, rent, and yeah, I used some for transportation. And yeah, to be very honest, I was really comfortable with this amount of money given. So I didn't really have to do any form of what side job to earn some extra what income apart from that of the scholarship. It was sufficient. It was enough, in my opinion. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's amazing. Is that scholarship still available? Do you think it's easy for somebody to apply? Do you know the steps it takes for somebody to really apply? What it takes for somebody to qualify for that scholarship? Maybe somebody out there watching may want to apply as well.
Yeah. Okay. Let me say, yeah, the Erasmus scholarship, it's available every year. Yeah, just that sometimes some of the let me say programs actually run out of the scholarship. For example, the program I read, medical imaging and its application, I think EU stopped funding it because it had lasted for 8 years. Yeah, so they've actually submitted, let me say, a letter for them to re-sponsor them, but hopefully they get what's sponsored. But in as much as it's, yeah, EU isn't sponsoring medical imaging and its applications any longer. There are other programs that are also what's being sponsored. They are available each and every year. And yeah, if you are a student aspiring to one day apply to this Erasmus scholarship, I would encourage you try your possible best to study hard during that of your bachelor's, because it's highly competitive. You can actually imagine you competing with people all around or all over the world. So if you are able to get like a first class degree in your bachelor's, it is very good. And in as much as you'll be able to get a first class degree, you would also have to try your possible best to also show some kind of what research experience. If you're having a publication in your name, that's also a plus. Then I would also say yeah, your interest in that of the program, how you be able to sell yourself as part of your motivation. So in your motivation letter, you should let them know that of your interest, your pursuit for knowledge, and yeah, your future aspiration goals. So in my opinion, it's competitive, but in as much as it's competitive, it's also very possible for you to be able to chance on such scholarships. So yeah, I would really encourage every student to put in an application, and yeah, hopefully you'll be able to win. Yeah.
Wow. That's so amazing. Can you still go deeper about the scholarship? I know certainly people are watching us out there that they would be really interested to apply for that scholarship. The scholarship that's paying your fees fully and then giving you about €1,000.
Yeah, €1,000
every month.
Every month.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a joke, isn't it? So, do you know something about the website? And in summary, can you list the requirement the person is supposed to present to be able to be accepted or to get that scholarship?
Okay, yeah. To delve deeper into the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, all I would actually recommend is once you go on any search engine, specifically let me say Google, you just have to type Erasmus Mundus scholarship. So having typed Erasmus Mundus scholarship, you click on the first link that comes, you'll be able to see a catalog. So with that catalog, you try your possible best to click on it, and based on that catalog, you will see series or lot of programs that you can obviously apply to any of them. And regarding that of their requirements, most importantly, you need to be able to get a curriculum vitae, that's a CV, a statement of purpose or motivational letter, which is also good. And then you'll be able to get recommendation letters. But most importantly, with the recommendation letters, you might have spoken towards your supervisors to seek for such recommendation letters. And then apart from these three, I should suppose if you are interested in traveling, you should get your passport ready. And yeah, the requirements are these plus your bachelor's degree certificate and also your transcripts should be ready.
Wow, that's amazing. So if you're a viewer watching now, I believe this is a great opportunity for you, and he has already guided you as to where, how, and the things you need to do the application. But can you go a little bit deeper into the statement of purpose? Can you go a little bit deeper as to how the person should put it down based on yours? Because you put it yours down, you are accepted. So I believe you can have the person watching us.
Okay, so regarding statement of purpose or motivation letter, one thing that actually made that of my motivational letter, or let me say my statement of purpose, in my opinion, stood out and got the acceptance, was how I actually demonstrated my passion or interest in the program I was applying to, and then my pursuit for knowledge, and lastly I would also say my future aspiration. So in summary, I would actually say, in terms of demonstrating that of my passion for the program I applied to, I actually made that of the reviewers get to know that I was willing and I am willing to contribute to the body of research, particularly addressing some challenges in the field of artificial intelligence, in relation to medical imaging. Apart from that, I made them also know that I was really interested in equipping myself with the necessary skills and knowledge when it came to that specific field. And I also made them notice that in the nearby future, I would love to translate that of the innovative ideas I've been able to gather during my research towards practical solutions, because the world needs those solutions. And most importantly, I made them also get to notice that I aspire to inspire people, that's future generation, because in the long run I would be so happy and glad to be a contributor to an ongoing an ongoing progress or improvements in the world as a whole. So those were basically some of the compelling or let me say the ideas that actually stood out very nicely in my statement of purpose. So if I'm actually to make mention of them again, you need to let them know that of your interest, that's your passion for that of the project or the program you're applying to. your pursuit for what knowledge, meaning you are interested in equipping and advancing yourself in that specific what field, and your future what aspiration, as in like you translating the research ideas into what practical solutions, and most importantly, you aspire to what inspire that of what future generation. So I think being able to mention all these within like my 1-page statement of purpose, made them actually see something very good or a potential in me, to actually recruit or accept me as a candidate.
Wow, I'm so much impressed, and I'm happy you got it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for taking the time to teach the viewers how to practically do it as well. Can I ask, is it specifically for master's program, or can like bachelor's degree, can they also apply to such a scholarship scheme?
Yeah, regarding that of the European Union scholarships, we are having some for bachelors and we are having some for masters, and we even have some for what PhD. So with the PhDs, Marie Curie PhD, and for the masters is Erasmus Mundus, and for the bachelors too, it's, I should assume it's also bearing like an European union name. So whether you want to apply for bachelors, masters or PhD, you can obviously get like a scholarship related to it or sponsored by the European Union.
Wow, that's very impressive. So it's a good news. I mean, if you're looking forward to further your education, probably in Europe, you can, through this video, follow the guidance he has given to apply for a scholarship. Now, fast forward, you are currently doing your PhD.
Yes, you are right.
So can you tell me more about your PhD? Also, let me know if you've got a scholarship for the PhD as well. I would really love to know.
Okay, so during that of my master's studies, doing that of my capstone project at King's College London, a friend actually happened to have seen this scholarship, this reconstruction scholarship at the University of Exeter. My friend's name is Tofik, by the way. Shout out to Tofik. He's also in the US doing his PhD, which is also fully funded. So he saw this opportunity and sent it to me while I was in London, and was like, oh, this would really be a very great fit for you, so why not put in an application? I was like, okay, fine, why not hop on it? I actually applied to this scholarship offer, and I happened to also win the scholarship offer from the University of Exeter. So primarily my PhD is in computer science with a focus on medical imaging. I'd really say generally it's really been a very good opportunity, and a very great experience for me.
Wow, I think that friend is a great friend. These are some of the friends we all need around.
Exactly the point.
It's good you gave him a shout out. So your PhD is computer science, and
with a focus
on medical imaging. So now, can you tell us a bit more about that program that you are studying? How are you able to blend the computing with the medical imaging? I would love to know more about that.
So let me say my PhD is research focused. I think most of the PhD projects in Europe specifically are research focused. So given the fact that it's research focused, I'm primarily working on designing AI models that are able to reconstruct MRI images from low field scans. I know it might really sound abstract to most of you, but then just see it as me coming up with an artificial intelligence model to perform like a task, a reconstruction task. So like the question asked, how am I able to blend that of the computer science and that of the medical imaging? Okay, so I would say that regarding computer science, all you've got to do is try your possible best to abreast yourself with that of the programming knowledge when it comes to proficiency in some programming languages like Python, R, MATLAB, and the likes. You just try your possible best to gain some kind of proficiency. And regarding that of, I mean, like the medical imaging too, you need to also what, abreast yourself with some medical imaging modalities. So basically, I am kind of leveraging that of the programming skills in Python to be able to what, analyze, assess, and possibly work on what, medical imaging data sets, primarily what, magnetic resonance imaging what, data sets. So with that of the integration, it's more or less like given the task at hand, which is working on what, medical imaging data set. Yeah, I'm trying my possible best to leverage that of what, the programming skills, to be able to what, come up with that of what, the AI model, which is able to perform the medical image what, reconstruction. So that's why I'm like, I have that kind of blend. So the programming skills and working on what, medical imaging data sets, yeah, they kind of what, intersect if I mean like you are having a proud idea or a background in any of what, these what fields. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So you're a coder as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? Well, he made mention of Python, which I believe a lot of us know. And at first, when I used to hear about Python, I used to think that is a snake.
Yeah,
as we all know. So I know a lot of our viewers know that it's not snake that we are talking about.
Yeah, certainly.
But then, can you talk a little bit more about the programming languages, especially Python? What is Python? What is that all?
Okay, so what I would actually say is Python, like any other language, it's a programming language. So this programming language actually helps you to be able to analyze some complex what, data. Yeah. So let me say Python actually, it's a programming language. Yeah, that helps you come up with what, set of what, instructions to be able to what, complete a specific what, task. So assuming you are having like an image, say a brain image, and you would actually have to what, visualize this brain image based on, I mean, like the Python API or framework. You'll be able to what, come up with some set of what, instructions based on some functionalities within that of what, the Python framework. Then you try your possible best to be able to what, visualize that of the image. So Python programming alone, it's a language, I would say, and that language helps you to be able to come up with what, some set of instructions to complete what, a specific task. So yeah, that would actually be my basic and simple idea for you. Yeah.
Perfect. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So we thank you very much for taking the time, honoring the invitation to educate us about the computer science and then the medical imaging as well.
Yeah.
The scholarship as well. I mean, we really appreciate that. Wrapping the whole thing up, do you have any specific advice for somebody wanting to study biomedical engineering, computer science, medical imaging, all this, because you've done all these programs,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And somebody in Africa wanting to come to Europe, trying to get scholarship, maybe has applied 1 or 2 or 3, hasn't gotten it. Do you have any advice and some kind of maybe message for those people?
Okay, so my message would actually be very brief and simple. So first, I would encourage each and every individual to read. In as much as you are reading, you need to read extensively. After reading extensively, apply what exactly you've read into practice. Try your possible best to practice whatever what you read extensively. And then I would actually say you need to avoid procrastination. Don't be like, oh, today I'm feeling very lazy, I'll do it tomorrow. Nah, avoid procrastination, and yeah, stay consistent with whatsoever you are doing. So these are basically the 4, let me say, phrases I'll leave with you. 1, read extensively. 2, apply whatsoever you read into practice. 3, I would also encourage you to avoid procrastination. And 4, you need to stay consistent. Yeah. So after telling you all these, I know how hard extremely it can be, especially coming all the way from Africa. But one thing for sure is in as much as I mean, like, we don't know each and every individual's what path. Like I mentioned earlier on, you shouldn't give up. Yeah, you need to stay consistent with whatsoever you are doing. Yeah, try your possible best to read, because one of my professors way back in bachelor's told me that knowledge only emanates from knowledge. And how do we read? We read not only from books, or we read not only from, I mean, like, the things we see. We read from what our fellow humans. You can actually read some form of what information, or get some form of what information from, I mean, like, your colleague. So through that, you try your possible best to build a very good rapport or relationship with others around you. So reading is very good. If I mean, like, you try your possible best to engage with people, let them know your plans, I'm sure they will also be able to relay or convey information to you, even if you are having some difficulties in accessing certain information. Friends would obviously be there for you. And regarding, let me say, staying consistent, yeah, for sure you might have put in applications severally and still not grabbing the opportunity. I know how scholarships sometimes can be very competitive, but I always say that keep on adding value to yourself while I mean, like, applying. So if you realize that, okay, last year I put in applications and I got rejected, what do you have to do? You need to keep on adding value to yourself. If it's some kind of online courses you would love to enroll yourself in, just to be able to get a certificate and add it to your curriculum vitae, just do it. Or if I mean, like, it's an online course you do and add it to your statement of purpose, just do it. Continue adding value to yourself. Never and ever stop, because I mean, you may never know when exactly you grab the opportunity. So just stay consistent. And then I would also say, avoid procrastination. Yeah, if you've got some things to do now, try your possible best to get them done before the next day, because the more you procrastinate, the more you get, I mean, like, a lot of bulky work on you, or unfinished work on you. Yeah, so my encouragement would be for you to read, explore, build relationships, stay consistent, avoid procrastination, apply whatsoever you learn. And yeah, hopefully everything is going to get better. You are going to, I mean, like, yeah, land on a scholarship soon. Yeah, just keep on adding value. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate all the explanations you've given us.
Yeah.
And guys, I would urge you all to put your questions in the comment down below, and we would invite him again to one by one answer all those comments. So if you have any question at all, do not worry. Just leave it in the comment down below and you will get a response.
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity. And yeah, I'm very happy and excited to share with you more in-depth knowledge when it comes to what I'm doing. Given that today was, I mean, like, an introductory section, I didn't really delve deeper. But yeah, like you mentioned, let everyone leave that of, I mean, their questions in the comment section, and for sure with time we'll be able to elaborate or explain into details all these I mean, comments, or all these questions from our viewers. Yeah, so thank you so much once again for this great opportunity. I really appreciate it, and I'm hoping to also, I mean, come answer most of, I mean, the questions from our viewers. Yeah, thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're
yeah.
welcome.